We are back. We are back. All right. I'm waiting to see who else is pulling up. Um, yeah. So hold on 1 minute because I need to. Oh my God, it's snowing out here
Snowing where?
in Memphis.
Oh,
Oh shoot. Dang. Okay, sorry about that. Um, I just got the text message and while in the middle of the show, sorry y'all, had to make sure my child was all right. Um, okay, so I'm trying to see what we doing, where the rest of the damn co-hostesses is at, and ain't nobody said shit. So anyway, um, Ray just kind of went somewhere.
I'm still here.
All right, so yes, this is you. Oh shit, 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 shit. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. What it do is your girl Winged. If you are just now tuning in, this is the second segment of our show tonight. Um, basically, you can check out the predictions, the get back card predictions on the show a little bit ago. This one is what the fuck you watching, or what the fuck you been watching, or what the fuck you watched at the end of the day. This segment is brought to you by the fact that you know how when you watch battles, niggas is talking about such and such got smoked, whatever the case may have been. And you be like, oh shit, let me go watch that battle and turn around and you watch the battle and a nigga didn't get smoked. They lied. Yeah. So pretty much that's what we're doing. What the fuck was you watching? We are going to recap Arsenal and drugs.
Excuse me. Okay, so
I was not
go
gonna
ahead.
watch this battle.
Okay.
I was not. Shout out to E because E was the one who said no, Wayne is actually a good battle. Here's the reason why I was not going to watch the battle. I wasn't going to watch it because at the end of the day, the way I felt, why the hell did he get, or how the hell did he get Arsenal to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I really felt like, why? So, that's part of the reason I just felt like I just really did not feel like he deserved that battle. I did not feel like his caliber of writing. Not that Arsenal is the best. For those who are tuning in, recapping. Um, we are recapping Arsenal and drugs. Y'all can put your comments in. Basically, who did y'all have winning that battle? As I said, this is what the fuck was you watching? A lot of y'all had drugs smoking Arsenal. Watch this battle. Know what the fuck you niggas was thinking. But anyway, go ahead, Ray. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, so just like everybody else, they was going on this whole tangent about drugs smoked Arsenal, drugs smoked Arsenal, drugs smoked Arsenal.
Right.
I was like, okay, I can't wait to see this battle. And when I watched the battle, the first thing that popped in my head, it was like by the time we got to like the third round, I was like, dog, what the fuck was everybody watching? Because this battle seems like a lot closer than what a lot of people wanted to give credit for.
Right.
And to me, I felt like, drugs, he had some moments. Um and it was moments where Arsenal, especially in the first round, where Arsenal stumbled and drugs could have capitalized on it. But drugs really didn't capitalize on it to me. Of course, he had the consciousness consequence bar, and then which Arsenal have said that before. Then oddly, Arsenal used like a big segment of that bar again, and it was like, damn, Arsenal kind of repeated itself because I heard that before. And then it was a line where Arsenal said, oh, I can't remember exactly what the line was, but I know it was a line somebody else had said, and I was sitting up here like, damn, what is Arsenal on? But to me, despite all of that, the stumble, the fact that Arsenal used a segment of bars that he's have said before against people, this battle was still a lot closer than what a lot of people don't want to admit. I thought
Absolutely.
drugs, I thought drugs did well. I thought drugs did his thing, but to me, I'm sorry, to me, and this is just me, I do not think drugs clearly won this battle. Again, I'm not taking nothing away from the whole the whole shit where he said to Twerk, I don't care if it's a gun in my head, Twerk, I swear to God, I know you. I thought that shit was very dope. I thought it was clever as hell. But dog, I have to question what the fuck was people watching because before this battle came out, when a lot of people was recapping it, they was like, yo, drugs smoked Arsenal. And I was like, when I first heard that, when I first read that, I said, yo, I can't wait for this battle to drop. Then the battle dropped, and the first thing popped in my head, I was like, "What the fuck was everybody watching?" Because this battle was a lot closer than what people made it appear to be.
That's a
So
fact. That's a fact.
yeah.
I felt like, okay, so as you said, I- throughout the battle, I felt like drugs definitely gave away the third completely. He completely gave away the third. He was cooking. I guess I don't. I guess he wanted whatever the round time was, or he seemed like maybe he lost his place or something because he just began to kind of drag on. He was just saying, some shit, and like the rhyme pattern was totally different, and
Hmm.
it was kind of like I guess so. Maybe he forgot his writtens, and so he chose to just freestyle. You can completely tell, and
Hmm.
what he was saying wasn't hot at all. So he completely gave that third round away to me. The first round, like you said, the first round for me was a fire first round. Um, for drugs, that is. Um, I like the way he used the whole, concept as far as the battle and basically how many times it was I liked his energy in that first round. I
Hmm.
agree with you. But when I went back to watch it again, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, there he did. Arsenal did have a lot of stumbles, so
Hmm.
I could give that first round because I take off for stumbles. I take off for stumbles. I take off for chokes. Thank you,
Hmm.
Mama. I take off for stumbles and chokes. So at the end of the day, I gave that round by default to drugs because
Right.
Arsenal had a now Arsenal's first round was nice. I did like it, but I liked the way he started off with the whole I only wrote for 2 minutes. That shit was funny to me. It was absolutely hilarious. I'm in another nigga's face. I mean, like that shit was hilarious. So his I liked the fact that he was jokey in this battle, but he was also more bar heavy and disrespectful. Like he had to me, he just like you said, he showed levels. He definitely
Hmm.
showed levels, and he continued that in that second round. Now, drugs second round, like I said, this is one of the better drugs I've seen actually. So I wasn't mad. I've heard people say that this was a little twerkish, which I did feel
I'm
that
gonna be
way.
honest. This is just me. I
Okay.
didn't see no elements of twerk in this battle from drugs. Maybe I missed it, but that's just me.
I think it's the way. I think not for nothing. I think it's the way. Okay, you know how you around somebody for a long time, your friends or
Hmm.
whatever. Because not for nothing, they all sound the same.
Yeah.
Twerks that it's a little like it's they talk like this, so it's not even. I don't look at it as twerk wrote his rounds or anything like that because they talk like this actually.
Hmm.
Jack, work, and drugs all sound alike. And actually they sound alike if you turn your back. to the battle, or say you like you've never actually been around all of them together, but if
Hmm.
you're around them, they sound alike. They
Right.
absolutely sound alike. Um, so I think that that's what I was hearing. You didn't see the twerk gestures, you didn't see none of that. I believe it was. Oh shit! Look who the man of the hour that showed up. Glory
Hey,
be,
what up, though?
glory be. Look
Mm,
who done pulled up to the gathering.
my wife up there watching my 600 pound life, and like like my nigga, like I'm gonna keep it real. One thing that like pisses me off, like in a righteous way, is when like, cause I'm a man, and I'm big on accountability.
Right.
Hmm.
There don't be no kind of self accountability on this damn show, and it's like literally making like my balls itch. Like, I swear to God, I'm just like, no, I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go. I
Like
gotta
I
go.
have to go. I can't watch this with you.
Yeah,
Like you have to find something else.
true.
I know you to death, but this ain't it. This
Yeah,
ain't it.
I'll be back. Yeah.
I've tried to watch that show before and got frustrated.
Somebody
It
told me
was.
about that show, and when she was telling me about it, I was like, "Yeah, that's not something I could watch either." Because yeah, the person that she was talking about, and she was this was somebody I work with, and she was trying to she was like, she makes my life look so much easier or whatever because she has problems with weight or whatever.
Mhm.
And she's like, oh yeah, I kind of look at it like, oh my gosh, like okay, but you're making me frustrated just talking about it, so I don't want to talk about it no more. So but yeah, I get it.
Mm,
Um, since you pulled up,
yeah.
we
What's up?
are, you
Mm,
know what this segment is. What the fuck was you watching?
yeah. Of course,
So
I saw the battle. Of course, I seen it.
yeah, so
Mm,
we're on the second round now. We're on the second round, but if you want to start back over, let us know what you thought about that first round.
the first round, like, let me be completely honest. I've seen better versions of both of these cats in this battle.
Okay, let me
Mhm.
stop you real quick.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
those who just pulled up, this is the What the Fuck Was You Watching segment of the show, where basically we speak about the fact of what the fuck was you watching for those of you who had drugs completely smoking arsenal. All right, go ahead, E.
Yeah. So I've seen better versions of drugs, and I've seen better versions of Arsenal. Clearly. So uh,
Really? You
the
think?
de- the I guess the details of my in the building update people. Some of them were on point, and some of them were completely off. Because I heard this battle was fire. So this battle was not fire. Cool. Mm.
Definitely cool.
And let me give
Yeah,
you
it was a cool battle. It was a cool battle.
I put
background
it like
information.
this. Put it like this. For me,
Mhm.
I was not going to watch this battle. You told me to watch this battle. By the way, Blade said that your ass is completely. He said he's not going to say that you're lying, but you're not telling the truth. So it was not a fire battle, but it was a battle that kept my attention. I can say that it was
Mhm.
definitely a battle that kept my attention. But so I mean, it doesn't have to be the greatest battle, but it kept my attention.
I'm
I was impressed with drugs. I'm not always very impressed with him. And again, only one of the reasons I did not want to watch this battle is because I felt like he did not deserve Arsenal. He hasn't done anything in his resume that begets Arsenal. So I didn't really want to watch it. However, since I did, you can continue, E.
Yeah. So background information. I'm about to get killed by the chat, but I say egregious things all the time. So it's whatever. Drugs is my personal favorite Goonie. I'm not saying he's the most talented in the group. I'm just saying
Mhm.
his energy. I just rock with it. And in person, he's just a dope dude. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've seen way better drugs. My favorite drugs performance is on when he battled Pyrex on Guerrilla Warfare.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. I didn't see
Like,
that. Okay.
yeah, you might.
No, no, like drugs got busy in that battle.
Yeah, like drugs was on some different stuff. Like his second round, I was watching it and it made me get up out of my seat. Now this TV is huge. Like I don't need to move. So, and this is why I watch all. That's my battle rap dungeon. I watch everything.
Okay. Okay.
So, and when he was just like, look me in my eyes, every night, like 89% of my rhymes I really done to niggas. I done really been in one of them big ass brawls and stuck a nigga. On my uncle, nigga, I done really pulled up drumming niggas. I never been a sucking nigga. No weapon, I'm punching niggas. Grandma's oatmeal, I'm a lump of nigga. I be more ready to rumble than Michael Buffer nigga. Want to do
This was
something
drugs.
with me. He said, what's in my right hand, man, is stick with me. And I don't need nobody else on this lick with me. He said, I've been carrying big machines since a kid, like Wiki. Like he was wigging. Like, you know, I've seen better drugs.
Well, I stand corrected. All right. I ain't mad at that.
So
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, he was wigging in that battle, like Ray said. Like he was really good in that battle, first and second and third. Like, he was good.
All right. Okay.
So,
well, I'm not mad at that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So that's what my standard for drugs is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I seen this battle, I will also say that it kind of seemed like the crowd was scared to show him like love for anything that did hit. I will say that. I'm not saying everything he was doing was like shot at 100%. I'm not saying that either. But it was certain lines. I'm like when he rebutted with the uppercut was wild, but he said that when you shoot for the moon, sometimes you reach the stars or something.
Okay, hold up. Thank you for saying that. First off, you don't shoot for the moon, you shoot for the stars. Come on now. He made that a whole little, he reached a bit. I like the way he put it together, but it ain't never been a saying about when you reach for the moon. No.
And you land amongst the stars. But technically he was describing his punch missing, so it kind of did work.
Well, yeah, you land amongst the stars. Okay, I get for that. I get what you're saying because
he completely slaughtered the phrase. Yeah, we got that. Like
yeah. But I'm saying if you're gonna say it, make it make sense. And not for nothing, it does make sense in his circumstance. So I will give him that rebuttal. But see, that's the point that I'm making. He did well, but then he just kind of dragged on there. After that, it was like
because when he was talking, got rescheduled like 3 times, and he was like Uncle Ryan interviews. He was kind of making it seem like he had like the supreme deluxe combo for this dude. And when I saw the battle, I was just kind of like at the end because I was like maybe he's just sparring and filling it out in the first. You know, first was good, nothing too crazy. Second round, a lot better than the first, but I've seen better. You know what I'm saying? So, but then when he got to the third, I gave him the third clear, and it sucks because it's kind of hard to give. It's kind of hard to give Arsenal the first because he obviously outvetted him, had the better material.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't give Arsenal the first because of the stumbles.
Yeah, it was choppy.
Yeah, it was just very right.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to give Drugs the first round too because his round wasn't that crazy, and of course you do your job and you spit the round like clean, you know. But it's just like, dang, I hate when somebody has a better round. And I still feel like I can't give it to that person. But yeah, so it's preference at that point for whoever want to stick by their battle rules. You know, mine.
Yeah, but like I said, to me, that was the one big thing that I took away from this battle. I was like, what was everybody watching? Because y'all are saying that Drugs clearly smoked him, and that's not what happened.
That's not
exactly. That is not what happened. That is completely far from the truth. So you know.
And I love Drugs, but we ain't doing all that. We gotta keep it
at all. At all. I mean, like I said, like you guys said, you've seen better. It was a good battle. If you have the app, I will say check it out. If you have not seen it,
might as well. You're paying $8 a month. So
you may okay, yeah, that too. Another battle that I did not want to watch, but Ray said it was a good battle. I think you said it was too.
Sure.
Bill Collector and T-Top.
Oh, Bill Collector and T-Top. Oh, okay.
Bill Collector and T-Top.
Very impressed with that battle.
Yo, Bill broke down the trap for T-Top.
Yeah, that first round was crazy.
I ain't gonna front. After Bill finished that first round, I wanted to go buy a scale. I wasn't gonna do nothing with it. But, you know, I was gonna
but you know what? I'm sitting up here like, hold up, Bill. Let me write this shit down because I ain't never seen nobody do no shit like that. Bill definitely. I was so impressed with him because again, You know, like you said, I know that he explained, what happened with the Av battle, but even not even the Av battle. He does he raps on a beat. He has not been this like bar structure heavy like this. Like this shit was different.
I told you, I saw it. When if you go watch, I know it's J400 block. I know, but go watch that battle. Bill Collector was
I'm
because
gonna be petty, but I'm not gonna be petty.
because at that time I wasn't that much of a Bill fan yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, but when I was like, I'm gonna just watch it because R&B RBE has good battles. Like how they just make them work. You know, I watched this battle. I said, is Bill snapping right now? Like, so that always stayed in my brain. I was like, if he's serious about like reinventing himself and doing something different in this battle, like he was saying on some of his press runs before the battle took place, I was like, if he gets back in that J400 battle, it could get different for T-Top. And it did.
It really did. It really did. I had Bill winning this battle. I'm not taking nothing away from what T Top did in the third.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And now Wing, you saw the battle. You see that simple move T Top did with the different bills and stuff like that. And the first thing popped in my head, I said, dog, that was so simple. Why nobody never did that yet? And T Top was like,
that child support was wild. Child support, man. I was just
that was nice. That was definitely nice. And it was, like you said, simple as hell, but that shit hit hard as fuck. And I was like, oh, like, damn. His bill flips were fire. I definitely like his bill flips. They weren't intricate. He didn't go crazy. They were just it was cool. Like that's the T-Top that we were talking. Matter of fact, we were talking about this on the phone. How T-Top may have kind of reached his ceiling.
I got T-Top 0-2 in his last two battles.
I mean,
he lost to Cortez and he lost to Bill Collector. Shout out to Blade Brown, man. Where was T-Top? Somewhere doing the bare minimum. That line was ugly. That line was ugly.
He said that. Oh my god.
Bro, I got the photo, the perfect photo to describe my face when I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. But
said that. I mean, he was talking, he was like, and where was you doing the bare minimum? Bill! Cut that shit out, Bill. Woo! Bill, yeah.
And then what he say? He had the line where he said, let's put, what was it, the two dudes that can't fight against each other. Man, I'm like, yo, Bill Collector was in his bag in this battle. He was in his bag.
Definitely was. I appreciated him in this battle. Absolutely. I gotta watch it again. I watched it 2 times. I didn't get a chance to watch it a third. I feel like Bill did great. I definitely gave T-Top that third. I don't know. I gotta watch that second again. That second.
I can't give T-Top the second because he technically choked out of that round.
He did. Did he time out? Okay.
Yeah, he timed out. He timed out
early. He did. Okay.
If he would have said concrete, it wouldn't have sounded like that. But he was just like, and I was just like,
okay, then you're right. Then you are right. I definitely had to give Bill the first. Because that first was crazy. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so Bill got it. I'm still gonna watch it again. I'm still gonna watch it.
It's an entertaining battle. It's worth watching again.
It really was. I hate the fact that I did not want to watch it.
Like T-Top was really good in this battle. So T-Top was really good in this battle though. Like he lost, but I thought he was good.
He damn sure
he was.
I definitely agree. So
who you had winning on J Lopez versus Briggs Belvy if you actually watched it?
I did watch it. But
who you had winning though?
I'm not prepared to talk about that right now.
All right, we'll revisit this another time.
No, we are because that's another battle I gotta watch over.
J Lopez, that's my nigga, son.
I know it is. I do have no bias.
That's my Midwest.
But Briggs was talking. Bricks
Oh,
was on him. So
Listen,
I don't know.
you
I
know,
gotta watch it. I got let me watch it one more time. We will discuss this for sure next week. We will definitely talk about that.
that
That'll
battle, that battle
that'll
was damn
be,
cold.
although nobody said anything crazy about that battle as far as who won or lost, it'll be under our what was you watching? What the fuck was you
Niggas
watching?
don't watch PGs, man. I'm like the PG advocate, bro. Like I
No,
watch all.
that was a fire ass battle. It was. And
Oh,
matter of fact, we were supposed to talk. I was watching it because remember they were supposed to be on the show
yeah.
yesterday, but we had the outage out here. So yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, let's move forward. Um, what we talking about first? Since E is on the show now, we don't
Okay.
have to wait.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
Where the fuck is champion of the year?
Oh well, he kind of if you watch the part two of the face off for 40 cal and ill will, Jay Black
mhm.
kind of explained that. So
Okay.
he was just like he
I
said,
didn't look at the part two, so fill me in.
yeah. So he said apparently they had some issues the venue booking. He said it is. He said the GoFundMe is at like 8,000 instead of the full 10, which is cool. He said they gonna get 10 regardless, even if he has to put up the rest of the money because Jay Black's a
That's
son.
good. That's good. Okay.
So, but he was like, yeah, he said there's some other complications, so they haven't forgotten. He's like, because he has to get the panel together and everything like that. Because 40 Cal was just like, so what do I get if I beat this Ill Will who says he should be champion of the year? Because Ill Will was making his case up there. But he was just like, how do you? He said, so if I beat the champion, am I the champ? He was like, nah, that's not his way.
Not how that works. See, okay, you know what? Yeah, sorry, 4-0, because you even asked that question because it just tells me that you ain't really into battle rap like that anymore. If you knew what champion of the year actually was,
Yeah.
you get to either win the battle and actually come in as, hey, I beat a battle rapper, one of the only, or the second industry nigga to beat a battle rapper in this era.
I ain't gonna front. Still got his overtime round versus party memorized. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean,
But again, that's
I know. I'm not saying that was 15 years ago. I'm not saying that's today. Like I'm not saying that. But,
Look, here's my thing. Here's my
mm,
thing. Because it's a lot of conspiracies around battle rap. Conspiracies will fly faster than the truth in the battle rap community.
of
absolutely.
course, the morning.
And
Mm,
to me, it's like it was people saying it's rumored that they're holding out to announce the champion of the year because they're trying to figure out the way to argue why Geechee should be champion of the year again. To me, I'm just saying this. It's between Ill Will and Ab. There's no way you can argue nobody else. This is just my opinion. This is just
really?
my opinion.
Because Geechee damn near battled all the battle rap this year.
That doesn't mean they
Exactly,
won
but
every battle.
Geechee arguably lost to John John last year. He had a debatable with Sue Surf last year.
He
He
lost to Edward.
No, A-Ward was the year before.
That was the year before. That was the year he actually won. Yeah.
That was the year he won. That was the year he
Right,
won.
right.
Um, he
Well,
had a
and
debatable.
even
He
in
had a debatable with Don Moreno. He had the debatable with Don Moreno.
yeah,
So it's like, to me, Ill Will and Av, the only battle that you could argue Av lost to was Ill Will.
was ill will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, and the only battle you could say that Ill Will lost was to Av because a lot of people said that battle was debatable. So to me, like I said, champion of the year is no way that you can say Geechee Gotti could be champion of the year 2 times because he
other
has a
than
lot more
the fact that
debatable.
it was on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to play the devil's advocate, they don't like you do get a certain boost in your ranking based on win and loss record, but
Mhm.
they still more so weigh strength of schedule and time frame. That's where it's gonna get crazy. I hate to be on that panel this year, but Geechee Gotti, Ill Will, and Av gonna be the top three. If they don't, I will ride. But
Here's the thing, and I asked this question before, and I think I asked this question before I met you, E.
Yeah.
how do you really rank strength of schedule? Because strength of schedule can be, okay, he's taking some of the best names. That's one way to play strength of schedule. Another strength of schedule is something crazy like what Danny Myers was doing all last year, taking battles 1 week, probably, I mean, 1 week between each other. That's strength of schedule because you're racking your brain the right bars and memorize them. So how do you really label strength of schedule? Is it strength of schedule based on the names you're battling, or is it strength of schedule based on how much work you're putting in?
Yeah,
Because then you can also argue at one point that JC had a crazy strength of schedule because what was it? JC had took on what, 3 battles in what was it, like 4 weeks or something
9
like
days,
that?
like 9 days, bro.
And all of the mugs was clean. No stumbles, no chokes, no nothing.
Nigga got Glue Easy. You nigga got Bankhead, Glue Easy, and freaking Cortez out of here in 9 days. That's freaking incredible. Yeah. But the thing, I agree. I actually agree with you on that, right? Like I ain't even hating on that. But it seemed like
Oh Lord Jesus.
I would personally hate to be on a freaking champion panel. I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
I have aneurysm. No,
I
I'm not.
would I would do it. I would do it because my
You got
thing
it.
is this. Some
Ah,
people are, what did Lay Brown say? URL is some dirty niggas for this Genesis event in Atlanta the same day as the RBE event, and the shit is streaming on the app. They couldn't have done this shit at Kansas City.
I hate him. I freaking hate him.
he be
You know
having
what?
it, but he's
Can
annoying,
we
bro.
can we just approach the elephant in the fucking room? Can
All right,
we approach the elephant
let's
in the
approach
room?
the elephant in the room, man.
Who got the elephant gut? Like who? Come on now, because yeah, we ain't fist to get around this. Glad E is on this show because right now because we wasn't about to get around this today. Niggas was not to let us get around this shit. Let's get it.
Okay, so for the people that have been under a rock,
For the people who don't have the 7.99 plus tax, and I understand, I am not Beasley here. Hey, you had to go get the Duchess, and the Duchess cost however much it cost. It was the Duchess of the app. But
so
it's
for the
the
people who is under
lifestyle
a rock and
matters.
don't know about
Lifestyle
this,
matters too. Hey, you go get the Duchess, and maybe I'm wrong. Backwoods, whatever y'all smoke. I am not a weed smoker, so I don't know. But anyway, lifestyle matters opposed to the app. I get it. But for you niggas who didn't get that app, y'all all missed out on an announcement. Go
the
ahead.
announcement was that URL is dropping a Genesis event. It's going to be the same day as the RBE, the Get Back event, both taking place February 29th. Now, here's the kicker. If you are an app gang member, as
Don't forget,
Smack like to
don't
say,
forget it's also in Atlanta as well.
ATL, my favorite place in the world.
if
Anyway,
you are an app gang member, then you have your golden ticket to get into this event.
I
Also, for the people that will not be able to make the Atlanta card, it will be live streamed on the app.
you better go
According
get
to
that
DME, DME Detroit had broke that the battles will be live streamed on the app. He had got this confirmation from um Avocado. Shout out to Avocado. So for all the people that keep saying that there is no war between RBE and URL, first of all, y'all are blind as fuck. But we now see that URL has really fired the first initial shot, the actual shot, not a subliminal shot. Um,
At this point, I can finish that for you, Ray. I literally just talked to my man TTP about this like a few hours ago. I said, you see ARP's like what, 6'1", 6'2". He's tall, right? You got
mm-hmm,
Smack that's smaller, probably like 5'9", 5'11", whatever.
mm-hmm.
Could you imagine Smack yoking up ARP, spinning him over, and shaking money out his pockets? That's what this is.
No, 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 no. All right, all right, all right. I don't look at it. I don't look at it this way. I don't look at it that way because as we were talking about on the previous show, not today, but the other day, ARP does not look to fill the building because the music room is not a big place.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe 100, if that. The sales come from the pay per view. So
Mm-hmm.
URL is basically saying, hey, you're an app game member, you get into the event. However, hold your horses. Because
What?
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got to limit the ticket sales to some cap. You got to cap it off somewhere. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a first come, first serve situation. Not to say that they won't take away from or could potentially take away from what ARP is doing, but they still ultimately make money either way it goes. You pay
Mm-hmm.
$7.99 plus tax to get into the event, or you pay $7.99 to watch the event. Are you not going to go and pay for a pay per view if you can't make the Atlanta event for ARP? I mean, we've actually had this situation happen before where they had events, if not the same day, closer to, and we bought both pay per views.
Uh,
I got nothing, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Seriously.
I hope ARP still has a good event. I mean, I
But
wouldn't wish.
ARP would be great, a great A&R matchmaker for URL. I mean, I wish they could work together, and this wouldn't be so crazy. This situation wouldn't be so crazy. I mean, here's the thing, like we were saying earlier, for those of you who we didn't get to the matches. For those of you who do not know what the matches are, you got Jerry West versus Rum Nitty, T Top.
Shout out to them for that, bro, because Jerry West deserves that all
Now,
day.
I remember we did give a leak. We gave a leak on the other show. I don't know. The source was good. Now, I don't know that battle, if it was canceled or whatever happened, maybe there's two. Matter of fact, there's two battles. Maybe those may be on a second announcement. So look for
right.
that. Y'all better go pick up that app. But you got T Top and Arsenal. He is stupid. You got T Top and Arsenal. You got Chess and John the Don. You got Clips and K Shine and Twerk and Geechee. Now, what it do? What it do? Y'all late. Y'all late. Shout out to New Era Podcast. Shout out to DMVP. We are talking about this Genesis card and how petty URL is. But anyway.
Them niggas are the kings of petty. This is ridiculous, bro. Like I tell you, I'm
Look,
not excited about K. Shine versus Clips, and I'm not excited about Chess versus John. Sue me.
I'm
I'm
kind of excited
kinda
about
excited
K
about
Shine. I'm kind of excited about K Shine Eclipse because of the fact that they had prior history or whatever when K Shine pulled the whole Professor Shine versus DNA, and he kind of like had a rhyme versus Clips or whatever, and was trying to break it down like the Nino Brown and the Carter shit and all of that. So
That was a long time.
that's where yeah,
I was
that's a long time ago. So that's what I'm interested in. Plus, if DNA happen to be there, what side is DNA going to stand on, or
That's
is
true.
DNA
I
or is DNA just basically go stand in the crowd,
in
to
the
be a
middle.
spectator?
He gonna stand in the middle. He gonna
Um,
coin.
to me, I think on paper, and I say this about a lot. I can't believe we say this about a lot of URL events now, but on paper, this looks like a good card.
I'm
The
mad as
question
hell that
is,
got John though. I ain't gonna front, bro. Like everybody knows, like I'm very vocal, but I'm not disrespectful towards John. I respect John, one of the best to do it with his everything. Like he got it from the mud out the PGs. He took the advantage of all the acclaim that he got while he was at URL.
yeah,
Done some great things, open the league, open up for new talent, all that. I would never
yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
John. But when it comes to watching him battle, bro, he doesn't do it for me, man. And I'm not betting against Chess 2.0 this year. Like, I'm
At
sorry.
all.
I'm
At
not
all.
betting against that nigga for nothing. Like, I'm sorry.
Look, I don't want
New
to bet
Era
against chess. I
Podcast.
don't want to bet against chess 2.0 either. I
Mhm.
don't want to bet against chess 2. But here's my thing. when John battles some of these new niggas, man, he make them look really average.
Well, Chess ain't no
That's
new
ain't
nigga.
a new nigga,
Let's talk
right?
about it. High
Ain't
In
five.
no
the
new nigga.
wait. In the eye, look, we're
Yeah.
basing if we're basing on the eras of PG, Chess is a new nigga to John.
I don't give a damn about none of that.
This a different dude. This a different dude. I don't know. I believe in him. He
Chess
said,
real, nigga.
no, I can't say that. I cannot jump out the window and
The
say
only
that.
reason I say that is because John, like when he rapping, I don't even really care to listen. Like I'll listen to him just to see what he's saying, but like it's something about, and I hate talking about it because I can't pinpoint what it is exactly that makes me not care about watching the battle. I legit can't pinpoint it, but it's something that it just doesn't. I can't get into John rapping, bro. Like I just can't. There's no way, like John, because I had John 30 and Geechee. Period. That was just me.
Well,
And
I would have to agree with that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can still keep it real if I don't like you. I mean, I ain't your
Right.
lawyer. I ain't his lawyer, so I can care less.
I'm not giving my predictions yet on this card because I'm trying to hear what the second announcement go be.
Right.
Well, I ain't giving no prediction. I'm
I
just saying, based on chess. I mean, chess
well,
is big this year. Like, I don't know what's going on.
to Ray, you said something earlier before we had the show about how these battles look good on paper, but sometimes they end up being lackluster. And I want to go
And
back
this is true. This
saying
is true because
in clips. This is
mhm.
like me and E just said, this is a battle that 5 years ago we wanted this battle, or not that long ago, I don't think it was, but we wanted this battle.
Well, at the time,
But
okay,
now
if you're going back 5 years ago, at the time, even though K Shine was putting niggas in bags or whatever, K Shine was still looked at as the underling of Dot Mob. So it wouldn't have made sense for
true.
Clutch to battle the underling after he had killed the boss. So now K Shine is his own boss. So now it's basically now I can have that boss to boss meeting with you. And again, to me, and maybe it's just nostalgia for me because I remember the history of it or whatever and all of that. I want to see the battle, but at the same time, I can understand why a lot of people don't. And again, on paper, this card looks great from the 5 battles that they announced. And chances are, URL usually give us like the good 6 or 7 battles or whatever, and not just like no 5. So with that being said, on paper, this card looks incredible. But then again, RBE can, put together, Cheesecake Ray versus Steak and Cheese Bob, and it could end up being an incredible damn battle. And
Right.
we never even heard of neither one of these
Fresh
people because
talent
that's the thing.
and not
RBE,
recycling and not
RBE, they'll get the big names, and I believe they'll pay for the big names, but they don't always go for the big names or whatever. They usually just use the selling point of I'm gonna give y'all 2 good battles or whatever that y'all might recognize names or may not understand the matchup, but then the matchup end up being fire. So to me, that's where RBE has kind of gotten the edge over URL because I mean, despite the stumble of the math Sirius Jones card that a lot of people didn't like prior to that, RBE,
came out to be a pretty good damn battle, actually.
yeah. So it's all based on who's going to show up to what because
Right.
we've all seen the card that have the best names on it and it don't turn out to beat anything, you
Exactly.
know.
New Era Podcast makes a very good point. He says basically, or they say, um, basically, this tells you how much bread they getting to give away free. Now, and see, that's another thing about them, and it's no diss to them, but they do this a lot when it comes to. You can tell when there's an influx of money because they start
Hmm.
rallying, which is cool. But we saw this with the 2 Summer Madnesses.
The thing I will say now is that one thing I respect about RBE and damn near every other league besides URL, they get their events are cleanly ran. Their events don't be lasting 18 hours a day.
Lord, speak on it. That's what I'm
I've
glad.
been,
Listen,
I've been, I've
Shy
been to
said
like,
that earlier.
I've been to like 7 URL events.
So me too. That's what we were. I was saying that earlier. That
Mhm.
I've been to. You and I can actually say this because
Mhm.
I've been to the small events. I've been to the URL big events.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, their first gnome in Houston. I thought I was going to fucking die.
Mm.
We showed up at 9 o'clock in the morning and was the first 30 people and did not get into the building for 5 hours.
That's freaking ridiculous.
And
Mm.
then did not leave when I had to go because again, for most people that know, I tore the meniscus in both my knees. So
Okay.
yeah, and I had
Mm.
little to no cartilage in either one of those knees, and that was just a sports injury.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, I tried. I'm not supposed to walk up in there. You know, of course, I try to be cute, just a little bit. And I'm not coming up in there with two fucking knee braces on. I'm
Just a
not
little bit.
in there with two big ass knee braces with the screw things on. I'm not doing it.
I
I'm not.
feel you. And the thing is,
Bionic wings.
it legit has an effect on the event. Not
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
for the fans, but also at the same time, it shows that you don't have things in order with your clientele.
right.
Your battlers and things, y'all need to manage this a whole lot better. I'm telling you like this: if I was Smack, and this just me, if you aren't at the event at the time that I need you there, you're not battling, and then you can
Now,
explain to
I
your
heard
fans
that
or whatever.
they are cracking down on that.
Yes, if you
Yeah,
go
I heard
watch,
that they
if
are
you go
cracking
watch,
down on
if you go watch the Hip Hop Is Real interview that Beasley did, I'm like the FBI this. But anyway, if you go watch the Hip Hop Is Real interview that they had with Beasley while they was getting something to eat after the app event, they said that now they're gonna have specific times where you need to be at the event, and however many minutes or hours you're late to the event, a respective percentage for the amount of time you are late, that amount of your back end goes to your opponent. Mm.
All right. So
Now, but I'm gonna also
now
say
you
this.
about
I'm gonna say
to,
this.
because you said this, now we about to get into the nitty gritty of this. All right.
But
I
I'm
am.
gonna also say this.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna, just hold your thought. Hold your thought. I'm gonna say
Mhm.
this.
I'm a whole.
This, but this goes back to again professionalism
Hmm.
because I fought amateur as far as MMA, and my grandmaster he used to run one of the amateur companies in Michigan, and anytime he put on an event, he flat out did like this: your weigh-ins is at this time. If you're not there for weigh-ins, then you're not fighting. You could tell your school why you didn't make it the weigh-ins or whatever at the event. Everybody, all the fighters should be there, getting their instructions from the referee, meeting the referee, getting their music together. And he was like, I'm in the cage by 8, getting ready to announce the first fight. If you're not taped up, ready to fight, guess what? I'm going to the next fight. That's how it got, that's how he ran it. He ran it just like that. And as amateur fighters, we knew the professionalism of us being there. We didn't need, it wasn't no point for us, oh, I got to run to CVS to go get some more tape, or I had to run to go do this. No, you had to already have all of that stuff ready and good to go because regardless if you was ready or not, he was already in the cage announcing the first fight. But go ahead, Wayne.
Uh, First off, I enjoyed black churches. I was a junior usher for the VP on the junior usher board, and I didn't mind being at Sunday school, our first and second services. I didn't mind it because guess what? We kept it moving. We kept it moving. They kept you dehydrated. They even the mothers of the church, the sisters, the mothers of the church made sure you had food. You had intermissions. You were able to sit down.
Wayne, don't lose what you was originally about to say.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, no, because I've been holding on to this since early on. I ain't fit to lose it because actually the comment right below this one is basically speaking to what I was about to say. So yeah, I just had to speak on that real quick.
Shout out to
Now,
Zeke.
shout out to Z. So all the okay, appreciate the professionalism. That's wonderful. But I absolutely agree with Zeke. Why the fuck is Twerk on any cards right now?
Because he brings in the money, and that's what URL is concerned with. I'm not
He's
saying it's
URL's
right.
golden boy. He's
I'm not saying
URL's
it's
golden
right.
boy.
Because I'm, like I said, the reason I had to come in here and stop watching my wife's show is that damn accountability. I'm all about it, trust me.
New Jersey, New Jersey Twerk is the Fast and Furious 9 of battle rap. As bad and ridiculous as it keeps getting, you just can't help but to keep watching it.
Wow, that was actually pretty accurate.
Right. I hear them with professionalism and all this extra shit, but to me, it's a bunch of malarkey. When you say, like, I feel like you kind of patronizing me. You know what I mean? You're showing me, oh, this is what I need to do. We need to be more professional. We need to do, like I told you on the other show, like you still bending me over with no Vaseline. Bottom line. You know what I mean? It's like a slap in the face from the royalty event. I'm gonna take it a step further because I don't think we really spoke about this at all. In regard to this, the female battlers get such a bad rap about the shit that they do, and over the past 3-4 years, they have been the ruiner of battle rap for female battle rap. You have an event that was actually a successful event, and you put a motherfucker on a card that potentially was not potentially that fucked up 2 events, or the events were messed up because of, and you reward them with extra pay and another damn good battle. I'm not feeling that. Smack. I can't eat that.
I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement on that, but I mean, what we gonna do? Run up on Smack and pull him upside down and just like beat him in the stomach? I really don't know what to do. Like, I mean, at this point, it's all about it. It's about integrity as a league. You know what I'm saying? Especially Smack as a league owner. You know what I'm saying? So
I forgot.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And goes for people that are wrestling fans. Like, not talking about the actual wrestling itself, but the business behind it.
yeah.
The reason why Brock Lesnar get to treat Vince McMahon like shit still is because he still sell tickets and he still puts butts in the seats. Brock Lesnar have did everything from thrown the WWE title at Vince McMahon. All of this shit was footage from backstage. He didn't like how a certain match went. He went back there and threw the belt at Vince McMahon at his head and all this other kind of stuff. But because Brock Lesnar is a big name and he's a popular name, they're going to keep letting him slide with a lot of things because fans love Twerk. Because fans keep saying we want to see Twerk. See, it's just maybe it's just Wing or it's E or it's just me that's saying, yo.
It's definitely
no,
not.
No. I'm saying like it's only just a handful of us that have a problem with this, but it's more fans that saying no, we want to see Twerk and we're going to let him pass because of the stuff he may do. Yeah, he may run off on a couple of other unknown leagues. Yeah, he may choke in battles, but we still want to see him.
Just he's saying that he's still popular, and this is what we're going to do.
Exactly, and there, as long as he's still popular, as long as he's still giving us those moments, I'm strapped in and all that other kind of stuff that's gonna make the crowd go crazy. URL is going to constantly continue to book him. Period. Again, the UFC did not want to let John Jones go, and John Jones had pop positive for cocaine, steroids, and everything else under the sun. But John Jones is a great fighter. He puts butts in the seat, and people want to see him. The same thing with Conor McGregor. They didn't want to have nothing to do with Conor McGregor after the bus incident, but because he's a popular fighter and he puts butts in the seats, we're just going to keep dealing with him. When you are a superstar, you get this much latitude. When you are nobody, you only get this much. Like you really don't get that much.
The matter is still, the point of the matter is still rewards for bad behavior, and basically, I mean, somebody has to address it, and it has to continue to be addressed. Now, listen, I'm not a hater, so I would never step in the way of a motherfucker's bag or whatever the case may be. But
Mm-hmm.
again, this goes back to you niggas out here fighting over motherfucking Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Why do you keep allowing a nigga that doesn't even have 3 rounds come to a battle, put people in harm's way, and can turn around and be back on an event? Again, I am not a hater when it comes to this man. I'm just saying, if we're taking accountability for lack of professionalism from your battlers, take full responsibility. But this is the reason why I would go to an RBE card before I will go to a URL card, because yeah, I'm not to trick or I'm not to hoe on the street. Like, I'm not gonna put my money somewhere where this is what the way you continue to treat your fans. Like, they got paid 4 times over on this event and this particular battle alone. Easy and DG never got to battle, and you got a motherfucker that basically has the right over again for this battle. But y'all keep making money off this fucking battle. Was not going to royalty. They went to that royalty event that first day sold out because of them putting that battle on the card.
That is a fact.
So the fact that that battle didn't happen because folks claim they was so fucking distraught, but somehow the next day they was at the, you know what? I digress because it's snowing in Memphis and I need to go to the grocery store in a little bit. So we ain't even supposed to do this. But anyway.
She reminded me of my aunt when she did the subject switch. You know what? We're not even about to do this. I got shit to do. Like,
not today. Not today. But for real. At the end of the
But
day.
here's my thing. Let me ask this question.
Okay.
URL been going 10 years strong now. Why did it have to take 10 years for you to all of a sudden say we go start docking y'all pay if y'all don't show up in time and be professional?
Well, it hasn't always been this crazy though. Like, at least as far as battlers acting a fool. Now, we ain't like this just started happening with these younger niggas. Like, I don't.
They've had instances, but it hasn't been to where
Math got banned for a while. I mean,
there were absolute consequences for their actions. But again, remember I told you with the Summer Madness situation in Vegas, when I had that conversation with Norbs, and Norbs was just kind of like, we can't babysit them. It's not about, but like you said, with MMA, hey, if you ain't at weigh-in, you ain't this, you ain't that. And I mean, we've said this all before.
But there's the thing, it's not babysitting if you know where your talent is at. Like football players, like coaches and shit. I'm sorry, but
lights out is at 9:00.
You don't want to use the word babysitting, but yes, you have to babysit grown ass men.
Right.
Because these professional football players, whenever they're going to other states, the coaches, the general manager, the owners be needing to know where the hell all of y'all are at all times.
Yeah.
Now, do they always know? Do they always know? Chances are no. But they still be trying to make sure that they know where y'all are at. So if anything happens, they can say he was here or he was there.
Right. That's a fact. But for the most part, they do. Because you got a game to play tomorrow. And for the most part, seasoned players understand the necessity to be prepared for that game, for game day. You see what I'm saying?
Niggas so getting docked. It's not.
Exactly. Right. You getting benched. You are getting some type of fines. But again, maybe because of the fact that yes, we shouldn't have to babysit grown ass men, and you didn't really have these issues back in the day. Maybe they felt like, oh, these guys will somehow fall into, being grown men, but you can't expect 20, 22, 27-year-old dudes to be this way or do these different things. No, nobody is telling you to tell them to manage their lives. Nobody is saying that. But
shout
whatever
out to DME. Shout out to DME. I like what DME said.
Hold up.
I love what DME said.
Hold on, I'm about to put it up here. And Blade too. He was like, "This is the negative side to battle rap politics." Absolutely. These are the same guys robbing his own fans.
Yeah. Oh, the T-shirt incident that Sam exposed about Torque. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a to be continued subject.
That
Mm.
definitely is. That definitely is.
Mm.
Yes, Jesus, I can't do it. I told you it's snowing in Memphis, and I got groceries to get. Mm-mm. URL is the boss. Yeah,
Mm.
they set the rules. If your employees don't follow the rules, they are fined, or they are fired. Right, they are fired. The battlers don't respect their boss because there's no consequences. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Do not
Blade Brown Wing already had brought up that thing about Beasley, yeah, but you're absolutely right about the back end, and I think it's a smart move on Beasley. Shout out to them. So we go see if they go stick with it. We go see
But
if they go stick with it.
the issue. It's not the only issue. And I'm not because see, here's the thing. Going to these events, and I think E can probably attest to this as well. Going to these events, a lot of times the first people or the first battles up, they are there. A lot of these guys
Bruh,
are
at Band Legacy 3, my nigga bonus battle Swag Tanner, that nigga was there before the line happened.
you feel me? So
Mm.
it's not that ain't really just what it is. Now, I mean, we're not gonna sit here and act like some of these battlers, you tell them. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. And I'm not trying to be that critical, but then again, I am because I don't like to be treated like I don't know shit. You know what I mean? And like a dumbass. There's much bigger issues that need to be looked at. And yes, we're only one people and our money may not matter. But again, I say this all the time. I didn't come into battle rap with URL. Well, obviously other leagues, Fight Club, and the rest of them I was watching. But when URL was formed, that's not the first league that I really watched in
Yeah.
terms of urban battle rap. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
As far as my favorite battle rap league was, I watched more Don't Flop and King of the Dot because I like their organization.
Hmm.
I like their organizational skills. I like the fact that they used to have battle schedules that they put out when the battles were to come out. I like the fact that you had quality over quantity. I like the fact that they gave us a plethora of battles and different things to watch. And it was different. Like the whole feel of them was different. But again, I love grind time too. So again, you can have these different things. It's all about how you appropriate it. This is a
Hmm.
job. It dead ass is a job. And on top of that, a lot of these people ain't been outside past off the porch past the mailbox. So I can understand you may get a little wild when you go places. So I get that.
Hmm.
But there still has to be some type of structure. There should never be, because I'm still very mad about that. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. A lot of people that was at this event that, when DME was up here, that was at that particular royalty event and other events, we've never had to feel like, oh, maybe we may not come home today, or maybe we should not do this, or maybe we should not do that. I've never felt unsafe at a battle rap event. This event would have been different. I would have felt unsafe and I would have been mad because I wasted my fucking money. Then what? Like, that would have been ugly. That would have been very fucking ugly. And just as well as URL hasn't been held accountable for certain things, you know what I mean? And they allow certain things to happen, they have to watch their backs because they can very well become accountable if something like this happens because you keep rewarding bad fucking behavior.
On that note, I'm gonna get back to my wife here. And,
And I'm gonna go grocery shopping.
Cause we keep opening up this bag, we ain't gonna leave. So it's
Fight Club. I do miss Fight Club. I do. I do. I think
hey, they still got some of their battles on YouTube, through bootleggers. It's some footage on there. Just saying.
And International Peace still sitting on a vault of stuff, man.
He said he actually gonna release that via.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm most definitely copping. That's for certain.
yeah.
now
I'm a cop too.
when
I'm a
Mm,
cop too.
oh,
yeah, I'm copping that.
Did he
Never.
give an ETA or did he just say he was
Nah, he just said soon, and I hate that word so much. But
right? Because
Yeah,
when we are real to the time. But again,
right.
not to act like the Debbie Downer. But again, this is just some shit that we need to do. But again, Genesis, shout out to URL, pettiness.
Them niggas there, bro. That petty is
Okay?
legendary, bro.
Right. I'm a universal member of Battle Rap. We watch everything over here. So yeah, we'll do the app and we'll be over at RBE. Let us know what y'all think. Which battle event do you choose to well, you should patronize both. But where you going? Are you gonna pull up or try to pull up to Genesis, or are you gonna go to the gift bag? I would like to know.
Wait. Oh, wait. I just thought about something. So, Avocado go film both. How Avocado go film both?
Oh shit.
I'm out, man. Y'all have a good night.
I know who may film I think I know who may film RBE. Q Butter might and then might film RBE. Um I know you going to both. You don't have to come up here and give a recap,
Yeah,
Yoshi.
Yoshi, you got to come up here, man. Shout out to
And make
Yoshi.
sure
Definitely gotta pull up
when
for
you
some.
Yoshi, when you come into town, make sure you link. Make sure we link. Cause yeah, we can do a whole little uh prediction or whatever, do a recap on the face off. So I'll be there Friday morning. Um and then yeah, you can give your recap on the app event because we're not gonna be able to see it live. We're gonna have to wait.
We,
That's
I'm, I'm leaving people with that question, but we're gonna have to pick that question back up, man.
okay,
Yeah,
Mama.
there are like
Go ahead.
5, 6 other days during the week. Trust me, we got like.
We're gonna talk about this more because I just believe that there's gonna be other battles, or I mean, this was announcement one. So obviously there's gonna be more announcements to come. So
Oh, they said ruin your day. Incorporated is filming both events.
oh, okay. So Avocado gonna be at one and his staff will
His
be at
crew, yeah, his crew will be at the other.
that's dope. That's dope.
So which
Get
one Avocado going
your
to? Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
Avocado,
stop.
Fresh Coast Media, West. Yeah.
So
Left
which one
Coast.
Avocado gonna be at live? I'm stopping, man. Let's go ahead and go.
Yeah, you know what? Enough pettiness for the night. Enough pettiness for the night. I got 3 minutes before I get off this slide. We appreciate y'all as usual.
Oh, and
Nothing
by the
like
way, I want to say this, make this quick announcement. For the people that's been following my channel and I haven't been vlogging in a while, I am letting y'all know that I'm going to start doing some of my prediction vlogs. I'm gonna do for certain events, they're going to be on the Breakdown Crew channel, and for other events, they're going to be on my channel. So I'm gonna be splitting the difference, but I will be going back to vlogging and doing predictions and recaps. But like I said, some of them will be on the Breakdown Crew, others will be on my channel. So stay tuned.
I want to see you and E do one together too. That'll be dope. Um,
Hey man, E my boy, man.
Avo might be at RBE. I hope so. I really hope so. Oh yeah, Sunday. We may be doing a culture club show for Sunday.
Hmm.
Because we gotta talk about Gail funky ass. Salute to y'all. You know what? Like I said, you can go to the playback on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Again, we appreciate y'all. We will be back Sunday afternoon. Salute.
Peace.